Just smile, Janice. You're on candid camera.
I mostly just want to listen to see how I do, because I've never done this before.
Oh, okay.
So, it's pointing at me. Okay, my name is Maggie Haggerty. I worked for Kurtz Brothers for 44 years. I retired 2 years ago, and I thought, I've worked since I was 15. If I don't do some extra things, I'll die. Even though I have my house and my yard work and all that. So I volunteer a lot. And one of the things that I've been trying to do is help the lady who manages our senior center, Janice, expand some of the things that are available for us seniors to do. And one of the things that I thought was missing, like what we have done so far, we did the Blueberry Festival. Our first Blueberry Festival, did you go? And we sold shortcakes, and I sold balloons. I was a clown, and we made $400, and it was fun. And then the second thing was, believe it or not, we were in the fair parade on a float, first time ever, young at heart. And that was fun. It was 15 of us. But the big thing that I want to try to do one time this year is October the 14th. It's a Monday. And there's a sign out there, my name and my phone number. And what it is a road trip. You know, it's going to be a long winter for all of us. And some people can't drive or don't want to drive very far. But there's a town about an hour and a half from here. And I could arrange a bus if I have 40 people that want to go with us. We have 10 from the senior center that want to go. And I was up at Parkview Manor today, and there's 8 or 10 up there that want to go. It really shocked me. I thought I would go in and no one would say yes, but they did. They want to go. So October the 14th, we're hoping if we could get 40 people to leave from the senior center at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the bus would take us up to Foxburg, Pennsylvania. It takes an hour and a half. We'd get there by 10 o'clock, actually before 10. And it's a beautiful place. I saw when I was calling on the school there. I just saw it. I didn't do it. It's called Riverstone Carriage Rides. And they take you in these beautiful wagons and carriages with horses. First they take you through the barns and give you a tour of the barn. And then they take you in the carriages down along the wood path, down to the Allegheny River. And it'll be beautiful. The leaves, hopefully it'll be beautiful October 14th. And that's a 2-hour tour, and you ride in the wagons, 10 per wagon. Then you come back to the barn. That would be our tour. They normally charge $30 for that. I got them down to 20 for us, if we can get 40. Then we'd get on the bus, and a mile down the road is a town, a little town, smaller than Curwensville, called Foxburg. And there's a real nice little place to eat there. We could all eat together from 12 to 1 or 1:15, and it's very affordable. They have sandwiches and pizza and drinks and desserts, things like that. And then there's things to do in this little town you could do on your own for about an hour and a half, which is a chocolate shop. They make chocolates. Then there's a winery. They make their own wine. You could go there. And there's a couple other things you could see. And then maybe about 4 o'clock we'd get back on the bus and start home. And there's also, I'm not sure he'll do this, but I think he would, on the way home right out of Foxburg, there's the oldest little golf course in the United States that has been running continuously. And it's fun to drive through there. I did it a couple times. So we could drive through there and then be home by 6 or 6:30. Now, this is the catch. I have to know, when you do a bus trip, it gets very complicated. And, to cover the cost and everything, I need to have 40 people at $20 a piece just to cover the cost of the transportation. And that's not bad. It's not bad at all to be able to go together as a group who somewhat knows each other. Like you might have 10 here that might want to go. And you would know each other. You could go as a group for a last fall outing. And so they wanted $1,000. I got them down to $800. So we need 40 which would 40 people, which would be $20 a piece to make it affordable, I felt. If we don't get that, we're not going to be able to go. So that's why I called Iva, and asked to come tonight, because they told me at Parkview, you should get yourself down here. And I said, well, I'll try. So I just called Ivy this afternoon and said, could I come tonight and tell you about it? Because a sign is nice, but I want to tell you something. I've been with Carriage 44 years, and I traveled all over Pennsylvania, and this is a beautiful little place. It really is. It would be a nice outing. If we could make this fly, if we could do this, only 40 people in this whole town, next year I'd like to do 2 trips. And one would be down to the Johnstown Flood Museum. Has anybody ever been there?
I have.
Isn't
That's
it
worth
wonderful?
seeing.
Isn't it wonderful?
Oh, it is.
And then we could go down to, toward Johnstown, a day trip again. And then we could go down to the Johnstown inclined plane and have lunch and then come home.
That's wonderful too.
Yes. The other trip, wait, I'll have questions, but I wanted to finish this so that I don't have anybody else talking too much on my thing. The other trip, which I'm really excited about, 2 years ago I went to Shanksville, Pennsylvania, where Flight 93 went down. And I'll tell you, there wasn't much there, and I was disappointed when I first got there. There was a fence, and there was this little shack, and there were all these photos of the 40 people who were perished. And it was nice, but I expected more. Well, now you've heard in the news, they've gathered $40 million, and by this time next year, there will be a museum there that we could go to. They don't charge anything for that. Even the Johnstown Flood Museum is only $7. So the second trip about this time next year could be to Flight 93 at Shanksville. And we could stop somewhere on the way home and have a little bite to eat at someplace. And in fact, when I went 2 years ago the first time, people were leaving things on this big wire fence that was all around, and I left a necklace that meant a lot to me. And they said, the parkman told me that everything that was left there will be put in that museum. So with or without you, I'm going. I'm going next October to see if that necklace is there. So that was my vision. You know, we get to the point, and I'm 65, and I can still do things. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm looking around in here. I looked around up there, and there's many that can still go. Let's go while we can. So that's why I'm here. I need an answer. You can either call the Senior Center Janice Stevenson, or I have my number out there, and I brought a piece of candy for you all with my phone number on it. You can call Maggie and tell me by next Wednesday if you'll go. You got $20 in the carriage ride. You got probably $20 in the transportation, and you buy your own food, whatever you want. It'll be a really nice trip. Come on and go with us. Okay, any questions? What was it?
Well, I was just going to ask you how much it would cost and that, and then I wanted to see, can we, like the red hats, I can mention to them, I can call them.
What is that? Is that Club Red Hats?
Yeah, she has a club, Red Hats.
How many are in it?
Well, there's 12 of us, but sometimes, they like to do things, but we can't really do it on our own.
That's exactly right. I don't care who you ask.
Okay.
We get 40. We can only take 40 on the bus, and as soon as we get 40, it's cut off.
Okay.
But I want that 40, and I'm trying my best to try to make it work. I don't want to have to call her and the lady up at Parkview and Janice and say next Thursday we didn't get enough, we can't do it.
So that'll be $40 for your
everything. Except your food. You buy your own food. And that place that makes chocolate, they also have the ice cream. They sell ice cream there. And the little restaurant, now I want to tell you, I was very disappointed. I had planned this for October the 11th, which is a Friday. Because it's taken so long, when I was in a committee to get it all going, we lost our appointment at the carriage rides because they get busy. So Monday is the next time we have available at 10 o'clock. We have to leave here at 8. You have to be up at the senior center. And so this is it. Either we do it or we don't. But I said I want to come and at least do more than just a sign, because I think it could be lovely.
Well, it's too bad there's only us to hear this,
But
you know.
this is what you have to work with.
Yeah,
You can talk to, you have a lot of people here.
yeah,
If just 5 of you got another person to go with you,
yeah,
we would have enough to go.
yeah.
What day did you say that was?
October the 14th at 8 o'clock. It's a Monday. Now I want to tell you something else too. I thought about this. The carriages cannot accommodate wheelchairs. You have 2 steps that you go up. 2 steps that you go up onto the carriages. So you need to be able to walk up 2 steps. The other thing is, there are bathrooms everywhere. When we get there, there's a bathroom in the coach, there's a bathroom in the bus, there's a bathroom in the barn when they give us a tour. There's lots of bathrooms down in town. Okay? All right, give me a call, okay?
Thank you.